I'm Xiomara Peña, Vice President of Engagement at Small Business Majority, a national nonprofit that for the last 16 years has worked to empower America's diverse entrepreneurs to build a thriving and inclusive economy. We regularly engage our network of nearly 85,000 small business owners and 1,500 business and community organizations to deliver resources, as well as to advocate for public policy solutions that help build an inclusive small business growth. Small business entrepreneurship is a proven pathway for individuals from all walks of life to build income, independence, and financial security for themselves, their families, and their employees. Yet many entrepreneurs encounter multiple obstacles to small business ownership due to entrenched discriminatory practices and policies, challenges only exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to build an inclusive recovery process, we must center the needs of businesses owned by people of color, women, and immigrants, and other communities that have faced economic inequalities. This reminds me of my own background. I'm the daughter of two immigrants who came to the country with merely anything more than a dream. They leveraged their entrepreneurial skill sets in order to build financial income for themselves and provide for our family. Yet language barriers, tech barriers, and overall navigation challenges posed a significant hardship. Over the last 8 years, I've worked with Small Business Majority in a number of different roles. This work is not easy, but it's necessary. It takes leaders, change makers, and people with lived experience who have been harmed by the systems of inequities to dismantle them. I myself, daughter of two immigrants, I myself, single teen parent at one point, first generation college student, have helped dismantle those barriers that were set up in my own trajectory in life. But it couldn't have been done on my own. It needed to be done in community with others. I learned at a very young age the power of community-based organizations because I benefited from one substantially. It changed the trajectory of my life. I believe in the power of nonprofit work, and especially in the role that organizations like Small Business Majority play in addressing and shaping the policies that are supposed to improve the lives of many. In my time at Small Business Majority, I've had the pleasure of working on significant policy improvements, including AB 626, which expanded and legalized the sale of home-cooked meals, something that many immigrant communities in California and beyond benefit from. I worked on the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, monumental legislation to expand healthcare coverage and access for millions of families. I served on the governor's paid family leave task force to inform how to create a more sustainable and fair and equitable paid leave program for parents in the state of California. I've worked to expand retirement access through the advocacy and now implementation of programs like the Secure Choice bills. All of my experiences have helped shape the direction in which I lead today. And it takes leaders like myself and others. It takes our voices to be centered in order to drive this change that we want to see in the world. Change doesn't happen overnight. It is a long and arduous process. However, change can be informed by change makers. Change makers look like us. They are us. They're members of our community. They're not just celebrities. And in order to restore public trust, we must center those voices that are key components in our communities. Small business owners, mothers, veterans, others that really are pillars in our community. It is really important that we don't overshadow our experiences, because our experiences shape us to be the people that we are today. Like many small business owners, I think one word that helps sum up the last few years is, in my own personal story of overcoming many challenges and obstacles in my life, is resiliency. Resiliency is a word that I think embodies the very real nature of entrepreneurs. You fall, you get up, and you continue on your journey to continue to grow and be better. I believe strongly that we can continue to work to create a system that operates fairly for families, fairly for people, fair and rooted in equity, and not in injustice or inequality.